Oh, heavens. Have you ever woken up feeling like your body's running on a rusty engine? That's how I felt last summer, dragging myself to the kitchen, my joints creaking like an old wooden floor. As a sprightly 62-year-old Filipina, I always thought I was invincible, until my doctor dropped a bombshell. My kidneys were whispering for help. It's a silent panic so many of us seniors share, isn't it? The fear that our bodies are betraying us, slowly, while we sip our morning coffee, oblivious. We're told it's just aging, but then plot twist. I stumbled across a dusty old remedy book in my Lola's attic, filled with secrets about natural drinks that could coax my kidneys back to life. What if I told you that simple sips could shield your kidneys, flush out toxins, and maybe even rewind the clock on damage? Let's embark on this journey together, my friends, as I share the magic of nature's elixirs to awaken those tired kidneys. I'm sitting here in my cozy Quezon City apartment, the scent of calamansi wafting from my garden, and I can't help but feel a spark of hope. Kidney issues sneak up like uninvited guests at a fiesta. Over 700,000 Americans are on dialysis, and most are our age, over 60. Here in the Philippines, we're not far behind, with diabetes and hypertension quietly stressing our kidneys. But I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to share a secret menu of drinks that could be your kidney's new best friends. These aren't just beverages, they're like love letters to your nephrons. Those tiny filters working overtime. I've spent months researching, sipping, and even chatting with my Tita's herbalist friend, Mang Carding, who swears by these remedies. And trust me, when Mang Carding talks, you listen. He's got a vibe, like a wise old owl mixed with a stand-up comedian. Let's start with the basics. Our kidneys are like the unsung heroes of a barangay cleanup crew, filtering 180 liters of blood daily, tossing out toxins, and keeping our fluids balanced. But as we age, they get sluggish, battered by years of adobo-rich diets and stress. The good news, nature's got our back. I'm not talking about some fancy juicer you need to pawn your jewelry for just simple ingredients you might already have in your pantry. These drinks, rooted in science and a sprinkle of Pinoy ingenuity, can help flush out waste, lower creatinine, that pesky marker of kidney stress, and maybe even keep dialysis at bay. I'm no doctor, but I've got a nose for what works. And I've seen my own lab results perk up since I started this journey. Picture this. I'm at my cousin's wedding in Cavite, and Tita Mila, 68, and fabulous, pulls me aside. "Nenita," she whispers, her voice like a late-night radio DJ. "You gotta try these kidney drinks. My swelling's gone." And I'm dancing again. I laughed, thinking she was joking kidney drinks at a wedding, but her glowing skin and energy were no lie. That's when I knew I had to dig deeper. The first drink we'll explore is a zesty little number that's been saving kidneys from the shadows. It's not just hydration, it's a chemistry shift, a gentle nudge to keep those stones at bay and your body humming. And here's a chuckle for you. Why did the kidney go to therapy? It was tired of filtering everyone's drama. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can a drink really do all that? Let's be real. No single sip will turn you into a superhero overnight. But consistent habits, like brushing your teeth or praying the rosary, add up. Studies I've pored over, with my reading glasses fogging up, show that certain compounds in these drinks, citric acid, antioxidants, minerals, can support kidney function. For us Pinoys, where fresh fruits and herbs are as common as jeepneys, this is a no-brainer. I've even started growing some of these ingredients in my backyard. Much to my neighbor's amusement, "Nenita, you opening a palenque?" They tease. Maybe I am, but it's a market for health. As we dive into this, imagine we're sitting under a mango tree, swapping stories. I want you to feel the hope I felt when I first tasted these remedies, the way they woke up my tired body. Each drink is a step, a small act of love for your kidneys. And don't worry, I'll keep it simple. No need for a chemistry degree or a trip to Divisoria for rare herbs. We'll start with a drink so easy, you'll wonder why you didn't try it sooner. It's like the pandesal of kidney remedies, humble, accessible, and oh so effective. So, grab a glass, my friend, and let's toast to kidneys that sing. Oh, and here's another giggle. What do you call a kidney on vacation? A peaceful traveler. This journey isn't just about drinks, it's about reclaiming control. I've seen too many Titos and Titas resign themselves to "it's just old age." But I refuse to buy that. We're not just surviving, we're thriving, one sip at a time. So, as the sun sets over my little garden, I'm raising my glass to you. Here's to kidneys that keep up with our zest for life. Let's keep this story flowing, shall we? The morning sun sneaks through my Quezon City curtains, painting my kitchen in soft gold, and I'm squeezing a calamansi, our Pinoy lemon, into a glass of warm water. It's not just a ritual, it's my kidney's daily hug. After that wake-up call from my doctor, I swore I'd treat these bean-shaped heroes better. And this drink, lemon water with a pinch of Himalayan salt, is where I began. It's like the jeepney of kidney remedies. Simple, reliable, and gets you where you need to go. I used to think lemon water was just for Instagram yogis. But oh, was I wrong? This zesty elixir, with a twist of pink salt, is a game changer for us seniors, quietly shielding our kidneys from stones and stress. Let me pour you a glass of this story, my friend, and share why it's the first stop on our kidney-saving journey. I'm no stranger to kidney stones. My Tito Ben had them. Wincing like he'd swallowed a porcupine, he'd say, "Nanita, avoid these stones unless you want to cry harder than at a teleserye finale." In the Philippines, where salty adobo and sugary halo are our love language, our kidneys take a beating. Calcium oxalate stones, the most common type for folks over 60, form when urine gets too concentrated, like a traffic jam in EDSA. But here's the magic. Lemons are bursting with citric acid, which binds calcium in your urine, stopping those crystals from turning into kidney-wrecking rocks. A study I read squinting through my bifocals found that citrus drinks slashed stone risk by nearly half in just 6 weeks. That's not just a statistic, it's freedom to dance at your apo's wedding without clutching your side. Now, let's talk about that Himalayan salt. Pink as a Boracay sunset. I was skeptical at first. Salt for kidneys. Isn't that like inviting a Lechon to a diet party? But a tiny pinch, no more than 1/8 of a teaspoon, adds over 80 trace minerals like magnesium and potassium. These help balance your body's fluids, easing the low-grade acidosis that creeps up as we age. Our kidneys work overtime to keep our pH steady, and in a country where we love our vinegary sinigang, they need all the help they can get. Unlike table salt, which can spike blood pressure faster than a barangay chismis, Himalayan salt is unrefined, gentle, and won't make your doctor frown. I tried it, and my morning puffiness, those ankle rolls I blamed on old age, started fading. Making this drink is easier than convincing my apo to eat veggies. Squeeze half a calamansi or a small lemon into 200 ml of warm, filtered water, not hot. Unless you want to cook your taste buds, add that pinch of pink salt. Stir and sip slowly on an empty stomach. It's like a sunrise for your insides, flushing toxins before your day even starts. I imagine my nephrons, those tiny kidney filters, cheering like they're at a fiesta. And here's a chuckle. Why did the lemon join the kidney club? It wanted to be a little more citrus-tential, but let's be real. Lemon water isn't a magic potion. It's a partner, like your favorite karaoke duet. I learned this from Mang Carding, my tita's herbalist friend, who I met at a palenque in Cavite over a steaming cup of salabat. He said, "Nanita, your kidneys are like jeepneys. Maintain them daily, or they'll break down in traffic." His eyes twinkled, and I swear he could sell ice to a penguin. He explained that hydration is key, but this drink does more. It shifts your body's chemistry, keeping urine acidic enough to deter stones but balanced to ease kidney strain. I've been sipping it for months, and my last checkup showed my creatinine levels smiling back at me. Picture this. I'm at my neighbor's merienda, and Tita Mila, the dancing queen from my cousin's wedding, notices my glass of lemon water. "Nanita, you're glowing," she says, her voice low like she's sharing a state secret. "Is that your kidney trick?" I nod, and we laugh, because who knew a drink could spark such chismis? But it's not just gossip, my energy's up. And I'm not hobbling after long walks to the sari-sari store. Another giggle for you? What do kidneys say to lemon water? You're my zest friend forever. This drink's Pinoy roots run deep. Calamansi is our backyard treasure, cheaper than a tricycle ride, and just as accessible. I grow mine next to my sampaguita, and every squeeze feels like a nod to my Lola's wisdom. But don't overdo the salt too much, and you'll swell up like a balut left in the sun. Moderation is our mantra, like eating just one slice of bibinka. Okay, maybe 2. For us seniors, this drink is a small rebellion against the "it's just aging" excuse, a way to keep our kidneys humming without breaking the bank. As I sip my lemon water now, the tangy warmth settles in my chest, and I feel like I'm winning a quiet battle. It's not about dodging dialysis overnight, it's about daily care, like tending a garden. My kidneys aren't perfect, but they're grateful, and that's enough for now. So, my friend, try this tomorrow morning. Let's keep those kidneys rolling like a well-tuned jeepney, ready for the road ahead. The scent of boiled barley fills my Quezon City kitchen, earthy and warm, like the hug of a rainy afternoon. I'm stirring a pot, humming an old kundiman, and thinking about how this humble grain luamach, as my Lola called it, has been saving kidneys for centuries. After my lemon water revelation, I dove deeper into nature's pharmacy, and barley water emerged like a quiet hero from my Tita's recipe book. It's not flashy, like those neon energy drinks at the Sari Sari store, but for us seniors, it's a gentle warrior, flushing toxins and easing the strain on our overworked kidneys. Picture me, a 62-year-old Filipina, rediscovering this ancient drink and feeling like I've cracked a code to keep my nephrons dancing. Let's sip into this story, my friend, and uncover why barley water is a kidney's best pal. I'll admit, I used to think barley was just for sopas or Tita Mila's arroz caldo at Christmas. But when Mangkarding, that herbalist with a comedian's grin, told me it could lower creatinine and boost my kidneys' filtration, I perked up faster than a rooster at dawn. Here in the Philippines, where hypertension and diabetes are as common as jeepney horns, our kidneys take a beating. Creatinine, that pesky waste product, piles up when our filtration slows, making us feel like a tricycle running on fumes. Barley water, with its beta-glucans, a fancy term for soluble fiber, helps trap and flush out creatinine and urea, those toxins that love to loiter in our blood. I read a study through my trusty bifocals that showed daily barley water cut creatinine levels by 15% in just a month. That's not just a number. It's energy to chase my Epo around the backyard. But it's not just about waste cleanup. Barley's packed with magnesium, selenium, and antioxidants like ferulic acid, which soothe the tiny filters in our kidneys' nephrons. If you want to get scientific, as we age, these filters get inflamed, like an overworked palenque vendor, leading to scar tissue that chokes our kidneys' efficiency. Barley water steps in like a cool breeze, reducing that inflammation and keeping swelling at bay. I noticed my ankles, once puffy as ensaimada, slimming down after a few weeks of sipping this. And here's a chuckle. Why did the kidney love barley water? It's the only drink that doesn't grain on its nerves. Making barley water is as easy as cooking lugao. Rinse half a cup of whole barley. Get it from your local market. It's cheaper than a Skyflakes pack, then boil it in 4 cups of water for 30 minutes. Strain out the grains, save them for soup. Let the liquid cool, and sip 1 to 2 cups in the afternoon. I like adding a squeeze of calamansi for a Pinoy twist. It's like a tropical vacation in a glass. The first time I tried it, I was at my cousin's house in Cavite, and Tita Mila caught me sipping. "Nanita, you're drinking Lola's medicine," she teased, her voice soft like an ASMR whisper. She wasn't wrong. Ayurvedic healers and Middle Eastern nanes have sworn by this for ages, and now science is catching up. Let's talk real for a second. Barley water isn't a miracle cure. Like those sketchy detox teas on Shopee, it's a helper, a steady hand for your kidneys. Mangkarding put it best. Your kidneys are like a jeepney engine. Clean the filter, and it runs smoother. He winked, and I swear he could sell buko juice to a coconut. The diuretic effect of barley water flushes out excess sodium and uric acid without the harshness of prescription pills, which is a godsend for us seniors who already pop enough tablets. I've been drinking it daily, and my last blood test showed my glomerular filtration rate, how well my kidneys clean. Blood ticking up slightly. It's not a marathon win, but it's a step. Picture this. I'm at a barangay fiesta, and my neighbor, Kuya Jun, 65, and a retired driver, notices I'm not hobbling after the lechon. "Nenita, what's your secret?" he asks, his voice low like he's trading state secrets. I hand him a glass of barley water, and we laugh, 2 seniors plotting kidney health over bibingka. Here's another giggle. What do you call barley water at a party? The pinnacle of hydration. But seriously, this drink's Pinoy roots run deep. Barley's affordable, like our beloved pandesal, and grows in cooler provinces like Benguet. It's a reminder that our Lola's new best simple ingredients, big impact. I won't lie, barley water tastes plain at first, like unsalted lugao. But add that calamansi or a pinch of cinnamon, and it's a vibe. For us Pinoys, where every meal is a flavor explosion, this drink is a quiet reset. It's not about replacing your doctor's advice, it's about complementing it. Like adobo with rice, my kidneys feel lighter, and I'm sleeping better. No longer waking up feeling like I've run a marathon. So, my friend, grab some barley next time you're at the palenque. Let's keep those kidneys humming, ready for the next fiesta or quiet sunset in our gardens. The steam from my teapot curls like a gentle spirit in my Quezon City kitchen, and I'm steeping a teaspoon of dried dandelion root. Its earthy aroma wrapping me in nostalgia. It's like my Lola's herbal brews, whispered remedies from a time when plants were our doctors. After barley water opened my eyes to nature's kidney tricks, I stumbled upon dandelion root tea, a humble weed turned warrior for us seniors. At 62, I'm no stranger to the creaks of aging. But this tea, it's like a soft lullaby for my kidneys, coaxing them to flush toxins and fight the silent stress that sneaks up like a chismus in the barangay. Let's brew this story together, my friend, and discover why dandelion is a kidney's secret ally, rooted in science and a touch of Pinoy magic. I'll confess, I thought dandelions were just those pesky yellow flowers my oppo picks in the yard, not a kidney-saving superstar. But when Mang Carding, that herbalist with a grin wider than a Palenque aisle, handed me a bag of dried roots, I listened. "Nanita, this weed's a diuretic, makes your kidneys sing," he said, his voice low like an ASMR storyteller. In the Philippines, where salty fish sauce and sugary buko juice stress our kidneys, we need all the help we can get. Dandelion root, packed with compounds like taraxasterol and chlorogenic acid, boosts urine output, flushing out metabolic waste that piles up as we age. I read a study, through my fogged-up bifocals that showed daily dandelion increased urine flow by 30%, easing the load on kidneys and lowering blood urea nitrogen, a marker of renal stress. That's not just science. It's relief from feeling like a waterlogged balut. But it's more than a flush. Dandelion's antioxidants shield our glomeruli, those tiny kidney blood vessels. From oxidative stress, think of it as rust on a jeepney engine. As we hit our 60s, free radicals from years of adobo and stress scar our kidneys, paving the way for trouble. This tea fights back, protecting those delicate filters and keeping inflammation at bay. I started sipping it between meals, and my legs, once swollen like overproofed puto, felt lighter. Here's a chuckle. Why did the dandelion join the kidney team? It wanted to be the weed of change. The tea also balances potassium, crucial for us Pinoys who love our banana-heavy kakainin but need to watch fluid retention. Making it is as simple as a Sunday novena. Boil a teaspoon of dried dandelion root available at health stores or online, like Lazada for herbs in 1. 5 cups of water for 10 minutes. Then steep for 5 more. Sip it warm, maybe with a drop of calamansi for that Pinoy zing. The first time I tried it, I was at Tita Mila's house in Cavite, her radio playing old OPM hits. "Nanita, you're drinking weeds now," she teased, her voice soft like a bedtime story, but she tried a sip and nodded her feet. Puffy from years of teaching, felt less heavy after a week. It's no wonder. Dandelion's been used in Europe and Asia for centuries. And now science is whispering its praises. Let's keep it real. This tea isn't a dialysis-dodging potion. It's a helper, like your trusty tsinelas. Mang Carding warned me. Don't expect miracles, Nanita, but give your kidneys a break. He's right, consistency is key, like praying the rosary daily. The diuretic effect clears uric acid and sodium without draining potassium. Unlike those harsh pills that make you run to the baño, I've been drinking it for months, and my last checkup showed my urea levels dipping slightly. It's a small win, like finding exact change for a jeepney ride. Picture this. I'm at a barangay merienda, sharing my tea with Kuya Jun, the retired driver. "Nanita, this tastes like Lola's cure," he says, his eyes twinkling. We laugh, 2 seniors, sipping weeds and dreaming of sprightly days. Here's another giggle. What's a dandelion's favorite song? Blowin' in the wind. For us Pinoys, dandelion tea fits like a barong, elegant yet practical. It's not as common as calamansi, but you can find it in specialty stores or grow it if you're adventurous like my neighbor, who now calls me Dr. Dandelion. The taste is nutty, a bit bitter, but that calamansi splash makes it sing. It's a reminder of our roots. When Lola's trusted plants over pills, but don't overdo it too much, can upset your stomach, like eating too much suman. Pair it with plenty of water to keep those toxins moving. My kidneys feel like they're humming a kundiman, and I'm sleeping deeper. No longer waking up feeling like I've wrestled a carabao. As I sip my tea now, the warmth settles in my bones, and I feel like I'm honoring my Lola's wisdom. This isn't about curing everything, it's about small, loving steps for our kidneys. So, my friend, find some dandelion root next time you're browsing. Let's keep those nephrons glowing, ready for the next sunset or fiesta dance. The evening breeze slips through my Quezon City window, carrying the faint scent of sampaguita as I steep a cup of nettle leaf tea. It's green, herby warmth curling around me like a Lola's shawl. After dandelion tea showed me nature's knack for kidney care, I ventured deeper. And nettle, yes, that prickly plant I used to dodge in my apple's garden, stole the show. At 62, I'm learning that aging doesn't have to mean surrender. Not when a simple tea can whisper strength to my kidneys, easing inflammation and patching up years of wear. This isn't just a drink, my friend. It's like a carpenter for your nephrons, rebuilding what time tries to erode. Let's steep this story slow and savory, and see why nettle leaf tea is a senior's kidney superhero, with a dash of Pinoy heart. I'll be honest, nettle sounded like a villain when Mang Carding first mentioned it. "Nanita, it stings like a broken heart, but heals like a love song," he said, his voice low and mischievous, like he was spilling barangay secrets. In the Philippines, where our love for salty tuyo and sweet leche flan taxes our kidneys, we need allies. Nettles packed with flavonoids, vitamin C, and beta-sitosterol, fancy names for compounds that tame inflammation and shield our glomeruli, those tiny kidney filters. As we age, these filters scar from years of filtering adobo's sodium or diabetes sugar spikes, slowing our blood cleaning game. A study I squinted at showed nettle tea cut creatinine, uric acid, and blood urea nitrogen in early kidney issues after 8 weeks. That's not just data. It's the energy to join my oppo's TikTok dance without wheezing. But nettle's no one-trick pony. It's a gentle diuretic, flushing out toxins without robbing potassium. Unlike those pills that make you sprint to the baño, for us Pinoys, who battle leg cramps from too much walking to the palenque, that's a blessing. I started sipping nettle twice daily, and my feet, once puffy as overcooked lumpia, felt lighter. My foggy mornings cleared, too, like the sun breaking through Manila's smog. Here's a chuckle. Why did the nettle tea go to school? To become a stinging success. The tea also slows fibrosis scar tissue that chokes kidneys, giving our nephrons a fighting chance to keep filtering like champs. Making it is as easy as brewing salabut. Steep 1 teaspoon of dried nettle leaf, check health stores or online. It's like finding rare pandesal flower in a cup of hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. If the grassy taste bites, add a sprig of mint or a calamansi squeeze for that Pinoy flair. I first tried it at Tita Mila's Cavite patio. Her old radio crooning Joey Albert, "Nanita, you're drinking grass now," she teased, her voice soft like an ASMR bedtime tale. But after a week, she was hooked. Her blood pressure, a lifelong drama queen, calmed down. Nettle's been used in Europe and Asia for centuries, and science now nods to its anti-inflammatory magic. Let's keep it real. Nettle tea won't erase kidney damage like a teleserie happy ending. It's a partner, like your favorite merienda buddy. Mang Carding warned, sip slow. Nanita, your kidneys aren't sprinters. He's right, consistency matters, like daily novenas. The diuretic effect clears uric acid, a silent kidney saboteur. Without the side effects of harsh drugs, I've been drinking it for months, and my last checkup showed my creatinine levels dipping. A small victory like finding a parking spot in Divisoria. Picture this, I'm at a barangay potluck, sharing my tea with Kuya Jun, the retired driver. "Nanita, this tastes like my Lolo's cure," he says, his grin wide. We laugh, 2 seniors sipping nettles and plotting vitality. Here's another giggle. What's nettle tea's favorite dance? The sting go. For us Pinoys, nettle tea is like a barong, unfamiliar but elegant, once you try it. It's not as common as calamansi, but it's worth the hunt. Like tracking down authentic adobo in a food court. The taste grows on you, especially with that minty twist. It's a nod to our herbal roots. When Lola's boiled leaves for every ailment, but don't oversteep too strong. And it's like drinking a lawn. Pair it with water to keep toxins flowing. My kidneys feel like they're humming an old OPM tune, and I'm moving easier, no longer creaking like a rusty gate. As I sip my nettle tea now, the warmth spreads like a Cavite sunset, and I feel like I'm rebuilding my kidneys, one gentle sip at a time. This isn't about dodging dialysis overnight, it's about small, loving acts, like tending a garden. So, my friend, seek out some nettle leaves next time you're browsing. Let's keep those nephrons twirling, ready for the next fiesta or quiet night under the stars. The midday sun bathes my Quezon City kitchen in a golden glow, and I'm tossing a handful of ripe strawberries and fresh parsley sprigs into a pitcher of cool water, the sweet tart aroma mingling with my sampaguita-scented breeze. After nettle tea showed me how plants can rebuild my kidneys, I craved something vibrant, something that feels like a Pinoy merienda in a glass. At 62, I'm learning that kidney care can be as refreshing as a dip in Laguna's hot springs. And this strawberry parsley-infused water is my new obsession. It's not just a drink, my friend. It's a burst of antioxidants, a shield for our nephrons against the wear of age and adobo-heavy diets. Let's swirl into this story, slow and juicy, and discover why this fruity herb duo is a senior's kidney cheerleader. With a splash of Pinoy zest, I'll admit, I raised an eyebrow when Mang Carding suggested strawberries aren't those for Baguio vacations or fancy desserts. "Nanita, these berries are kidney warriors," he said, his voice low like an ASMR guru spilling secrets. Parsley, that garnish we toss aside in pancit, was even more surprising. In the Philippines, where diabetes and hypertension stress our kidneys like a jeepney in EDSA traffic, we need vibrant allies. Strawberries brim with anthocyanins, the compounds behind their ruby glow, which fight oxidative stress in our renal tubules, those tiny pipes that filter toxins. A study I pored over showed anthocyanin-rich diets cut kidney disease progression risk by over a third. Parsley, meanwhile, packs apigenin, a compound that soothes nephrotoxicity from years of salty fish sauce or meds. Together, they're like a Pinoy love team, sweet and savory, saving the day. This infused water doesn't just protect, it cleanses. Parsley's a gentle diuretic, flushing sodium and uric acid without the potassium drain of harsh pills. A godsend for us seniors with puffy ankles. Strawberries add vitamin C and folate, boosting kidney resilience. I started drinking this daily, and my energy perked up, like I'd swapped my tricycle for a sports car. My morning fog lifted. 2. No longer feeling like I'd wrestled a carabao. Here's a chuckle. Why did the strawberry team up with parsley? They wanted to be the very best kidney duo. The combo also keeps inflammation low, crucial when our kidneys scar from decades of lechon and stress, making it as easier than slicing mango for halo. Grab a handful of fresh strawberries, local ones from Benguet if you can, and a few sprigs of flat-leaf parsley from the Palenque. Toss them into a liter of filtered water. Let it chill in the fridge for 2 hours and sip throughout the day, especially between meals. I first tried it at Tita Mila's Cavite porch, her old radio humming Sharon Cuneta. "Nanita, this is your new buko juice," she teased, her voice soft like a bedtime whisper. But she sipped and grinned, her leg swelling, a teacher's curse. Eased after a week. Science backs this. Parsley's awaken reduced kidney inflammation in lab studies, while strawberries' antioxidants are a proven shield. Let's be real. This isn't a magic elixir that erases kidney woes like a teleserie plot twist. It's a sidekick, like your trusty Cenellas at a fiesta. Mang Carding put it best. "Nanita, your kidneys love a gentle cleanse, not a tsunami." He winked. And I swear he could sell ice to a snowman. The diuretic effect clears waste without overloading your system. Perfect for us Pinoys who love our kakanin, but need to watch sodium. I've been sipping this for months, and my last blood test showed my creatinine steady, a quiet win like finding exact change for a jeepney. Picture this. I'm at a barangay merienda, sharing my pitcher with Kuya Jun, the retired driver. "Nanita, this tastes like summer," he says, his eyes twinkling. We laugh. 2 seniors sipping fruit water and dreaming of sprightly days. Here's another giggle. What's strawberry parsley water's favorite dance? The flush trot. For us Pinoys, this drink is as natural as calamansi in our pandesal. Strawberries, though pricier, are a treat worth splurging on. And parsley's as cheap as a tricycle ride. It's a nod to our love for fresh flavors. Like buko salad at a reunion, the taste is crisp, a little sweet, a little green, perfect for sipping under a mango tree. But don't overdo the parsley. Too much can be harsh, like too many chilies in sinigang. Pair it with a kidney-friendly diet, less salt, more veggies to amplify the benefits. My kidneys feel like they're swaying to an OPM ballad, and I'm moving lighter, no longer creaking like a rusty gate. As I sip my infused water now, the coolness dances on my tongue, and I feel like I'm gifting my kidneys a mini vacation. This isn't about dodging dialysis overnight. It's about small, joyful sips, like tending a garden with love. So, my friend, grab some strawberries and parsley. Next Palenque trip, let's keep those nephrons glowing, ready for the next sunset or barangay dance. The twilight hums softly in my Quezon City home, and I'm cradling a warm cup of atiso tea, its ruby glow catching the last rays of sun, while a glass of chlorella water sits nearby, green as a Laguna rice field. After strawberries and parsley danced through my kidneys, I wanted a finale that felt like a Pinoy fiesta, bold, healing, and rooted in nature. At 62, I've learned that kidney care is a love song, not a race. And these 2 drinks, atiso artichoke tea and chlorella water, are my grand encore. They're not just beverages, my friend. They're a detox duet, sweeping away heavy metals and soothing scarred nephrons with a gentleness that rivals my Lola's lullabies. Let's sip this final story slowly, with a wink of Pinoy mischief, and uncover why these drinks are the crown jewels of kidney health. I'll confess, atiso tea made from artichoke hearts sounded like something a fancy tita would sip in Makati, not my usual calamansi juice. And chlorella. I thought it was a new teleserie character until Mang Carding, that herbalist with a grin like a Palenque sunrise, set me straight. Nanita, these are your kidneys' bodyguards, he said, his voice low like an ASMR sage. In the Philippines, where years of salty adobo and sugary sagot gulaman stress our kidneys, we need heavy-duty allies. Atiso tea, rich in cynarin and flavonoids, lowers blood pressure and boosts blood flow to the kidneys, critical for us seniors battling hypertension. A study I squinted at showed artichoke extract cut kidney damage markers by nearly half, easing oxidative stress and repairing tiny blood vessels. Chlorella, that green algae powder, binds to heavy metals like cadmium, slashing their kidney buildup by over 60% in lab tests. Together, they're like a Pinoy superhero duo. Think Darna and Captain Barbell for your nephrons. Atiso tea opens the stage with its mild diuretic power, flushing sodium and toxins without draining potassium. A relief for my legs that used to puff up like overproofed puto. Chlorella follows, its chlorophyll and peptides rebuilding kidney cells and taming proteinuria, protein in urine. An early red flag. I started sipping atiso after lunch and chlorella in the morning, and my energy bloomed. Like I'd traded my tricycle for a jeepney with turbo. My sleep deepened. 2. No longer waking like I'd fought a carabao. Here's a chuckle. Why did atiso and chlorella form a band? They wanted to play detox rock. These drinks also fight fibrosis, that scar tissue strangling our kidneys, giving our filters a chance to shine. Making them is as easy as a barangay potluck. For atiso tea, steep a tablespoon of dried artichoke. Hearts, find them online or in health stores in hot water for 10 minutes. Add a calamansi squeeze for Pinoy flair. For chlorella, stir half a teaspoon of powder. Lazada has it into a glass of water. Drink on an empty stomach and chase with more water to flush toxins. I first tried this duo at Tita Mila's Cavite patio, her radio crooning Gary V. Nanita, you're a walking herbal shop, she teased, her voice soft like a bedtime tale. But she sipped, and her blood pressure, a lifelong drama, eased. Science nods. Artichoke improves filtration rates. While chlorella's detox powers are lab-proven, let's be real. These aren't magic wands waving away dialysis like a teleserie miracle. They're partners, like your favorite fiesta dance buddy. Mang Carding warned, Nanita, start slow with chlorella. It's strong like your Lola's adobo. He's right, too much can cause nausea, like overeating lechon. Atiso's gentler, but don't oversteep. It'll taste like bitter chismis. I've been at it for months, and my creatinine's steady. A quiet win like finding a Palenque bargain. Picture this. I'm at Kuya Jun's merienda, sharing my drinks. Nanita, this is Lola's medicine, he says, grinning. We laugh. Two seniors sipping nature's finest, dreaming of sprightly days. Here's another giggle. What's chlorella's favorite movie? The Green Nephron. For us Pinoys, these drinks are like a barong, elegant yet practical. Atiso's rare but worth the hunt, like authentic sinigang in a food court. Chlorella's pricier, but a small scoop lasts. They echo our herbal roots. When Lola's brewed cures under mango trees. The atiso's earthy, the chlorella's grassy, add calamansi to make them sing. But pace yourself. Pair with a low-salt diet to amplify the magic. My kidneys feel like they're swaying to an OPM ballad, and I'm moving lighter, no longer creaking like a rusty gate. As I sip my atiso now, the warmth wraps me like a Cavite sunset, and the chlorella's cool green lingers, a promise of renewal. This journey lemon, barley, dandelion, nettle, strawberry, and now atiso and chlorella isn't about curing all. It's about small, loving sips, like tending a garden with care. My friend, you've walked this path with me, from my kitchen to your heart. These drinks are tools, not miracles, but they've given my kidneys a voice, a chance to hum through our golden years. So, under the stars, wherever you are, Manila, Davao, or beyond, try one sip. Let your kidneys sing, soft and steady, like a kundaman fading into the night. Sleep well, my friend, and dream of health.